The state of Gujarat is home to a number of popular folk and traditional musicians who have went on to make a name in this world. Some of the best musicians that India may have seen, like Baiju Bawra and Tana Riri, who belong to this place of rich cultural heritage. The person responsible for Vaishnava Janato also belongs to Gujarat, who is famous for his Vaishnavite poems and various devotional songs that he had written to praise the Lord. His compositions are heard by the Lord's devotees even to present day by Gujaratis from all over the world. The region of Saurashtra is especially popular for producing some of the most amazing music in the matters of variety and vividness. Sayaji Rao Gaekwad III, born Shriman Gopal Rao Gaekwad, was the Maharaja of Baroda state from 1875 to 1939 and is remembered for re-performing much of his state during his rule. He belonged to the royal Gaekwad dynasty of the Marathas, which ruled parts of the present-day Gujarat.
Maharaja Sajirao Gaekwad III married Princess of Tanjore, Jamnabai Tanjore, who, as a part of her dowry, brought in a group of musicians and Bharatanatyam dancers from Tanjore. Tanjorkar was amongst them. Tanjorkar popularized the sarangi and harmonium in the Sanskari Nagari and gave music lessons at the palace. He was the son of Gaurabai Tanjorkar, the first Januses brought up by the king to the state of Baroda. Today, Tanjorkar's fourth generation, Mohan Tanjorkar, sells and repairs musical instruments in his shop in the old city. Mohan Tanjorkar's grandfather was one of the first musicians to perform at the palace. He was commissioned to teach music at the palace. Back then, most of the musical performances that were held at the palace were conducted by him. He was then also exponent of Nattuangam, the Carnatical musical recitation, accompanying a Bharatanatyam performance. He was also a versatile harmonium player. He would play the sarangi and harmonium in a way that would leave the listeners mesmerized. He also learned the art of repairing harmonium and other musical instruments. Was one of the few people who could repair a musical instrument in those days. The Gaekwad brothers are from a very renowned family of musicians from Baroda. The family has taken forward its legacy from Pandit Ganpat Raoji Vasaikar, who was an erstwhile invitation from the ruler of Baroda, Maharaj Sarajirao Gaekwad, had shifted to Baroda from Pune, where he was not only honored with the Kala Jyoti award but also had started a formal school for Chennai. His legacy of teaching and bringing the traditional and soulful music of Jaltaran and Chennai has been continued from about last 8 generations now. The Gaekwad brothers, Dattatreya Gaekwad, Sunil Gaekwad, along with the 3 brothers, have performed at several occasions and amongst distinguished dignitaries such as Sri Narendra Modi and Sri Pramukh Swamiji. They have inculcated these values and traditions, or as he likes to refer it as a parampara, to their next generation too. At the age of 75, he and his brothers still perform at several functions and are given the same respect and honor which was given decades back. At the present, the Tanjorkar family is only in the business of making and selling the musical instruments in the old city of Baroda. At the other side, the Gaekwad brothers have still kept their family legacy forward. They perform all over the India and still at the palace as well.